early Protestants who really brought out the message that we are saved by faith. He was troubled in his mind with all of the wrong things that he had done to other people, and this would constantly rack his mind. And so at that particular point, he had not come to that revelation, that understanding that we are saved simply by trusting in the power of God and in the sacrifice that Christ made for us. And so in his mind, he had this vision where there was a long role, where the devil was figured in his mind as a being that was holding on to this role and pointing out every single individual thing that he had done. But then the devil was holding on to that role in a particular way, sort of to prevent it from being unrolled fully. So all that Luther could see was all his sins in terrible exactness presented before him, and he was in so much anguish in that dream. And then later on, I believe, I can't remember if it was Jesus Christ or an angel, who, I think it must have been Jesus Christ, who forced the hand of the devil to reveal what was on the farthest end of the scroll. And against every single sin was found what? Forgiven, 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 forgiven. And so that is the image, I think, that best represents those ones who have claimed by faith the sacrifice of Christ. And that is important. I think we should not fall into the dangerous pit of feeling that, yes, God is so loving that now he forgives everyone for everything. That is not true. The judgment does have, let's say, we can call it a bad side, that if you are found in a place where you are not covered, where you are standing just before the Lord without the sacrifice of Christ, then you shall pay for all of those sins that you have done, because God is just in that particular sense. But if you have by faith claim the sacrifice of Christ, then you can be sure that no matter what your past was, if you have accepted by faith and are now living with Christ, then you can be sure that before against every single record of your life is found forgiven. Yeah.
And I think that's why David writes